Welcome to Sri Saraswati Vidyalayam News Bulletin. I am Nivedya DK. I am a 5th standard student of this school. First of all, let us have a gander at the international news. French go to polls to decide if President Macron gets a working majority or not. French voters go to the polls on Sunday in the first of two rounds that will decide whether President Emmanuel Macron gets a working majority in parliament or ends up the support needed to drive through his performance reform agenda. China accuses US of trying to hijack support in Asia. China's defense ministers accused the United States on Sunday of trying to hijack the support of countries in the Asia-Pacific region to turn them against Beijing, saying Washington is seeking to advance its own interests under the guise of multilateralism. Now, let us move on to the national news. Farmers will wage fierce battle against government if it doesn't bring low on MSP, says Satyapal Malik. Meghalaya Governor Satyapal Malik on Sunday said the farmers' movement is not over yet and that they will wage a fierce battle against the government if it does not bring a low on minimum support price. ICMR issues country's first pre-travel guidelines for children and adolescents with type 1 diabetes. From never wearing brand new shoes for a trip to traveling with flashcards to navigate language barrier, managing meals when crossing the time zones, storage of insulin and how to minimize glucose fluctuations. All of this and more is part of the Indian Council of Medical Research. Pre-travel advice and preparation for children and adolescents living with type 1 diabetes. This is the country's first ever list of basic do's and don'ts to ensure the safety of type 1 patients during travel. Now let us switch over to the state news. Noor Monson, Martin Road's enthusiastic response. Rameshwar Munjal from Maharashtra bagged the first place in the half marathon category at the first Kannur Monson Marathon jointly organized by the Kannur City Police and the district administration. Now it is time for the sports buffs. England vs New Zealand second test. Root Pope's centuries narrowed down New Zealand's lead to 80 at the end of day 3. Joey Root and Ollie Pope made centuries Sunday to help England move to 473 and within sight of New Zealand's vast first innings to total of 553 on day 3 of a second test that has turned into a batter's paradise at Trent Bridge. India blitz under the Klassen blitz on a tricky wicket. Wicket-keeper batter Henrik Klassen excelled on a tricky pitch in humid conditions to make his career best score and take South Africa to 4-wicket victory in second T20 against India at the Bharabadi Stadium on Sunday. Now over to the school's news.
Namaste. Welcome to the school news. It's a great enthusiasm and the happiness who just announced the arrival of our virtual reality headsets and the supporting materials of the augmented reality also. These headsets cost nearby 1.5 lakhs. 2 headsets are there along with the augmented reality. Its manager Mr. Sujit and Mr. Sanup also paid a visit at our school. Both these headsets received by the principal and vice principal at the function. We were extremely happy and we just announced these things to all our well-wishers, children, teachers and parents. So thus our school will be the first school in South Kerala which is equipped with the virtual reality and augmented reality.
BATUKESHWAR DUTT was an Indian socialist revolutionary and independent fighter in the early 90s. He is best known for having explored 2 bombs along with Bhagat Singh in the Central Legislative Assembly in New Delhi on 8 April 1929. After they were arrested, tried and imprisoned for life, he and Singh initiated a historic hunger strike protesting against the abusive treatment of Indian political prisoners and eventually secured some right for them. He was also a member of Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. BATUKESHWAR DUTT was a son of Gosa Bihari Dutta. He was born on 18 November 1910 in Khadakhosh village, Purba Bandhan district in what is now West Bengal in a Bengali family. He graduated from Pandit Pridinath High School in Kanpur. He was a close associate of freedom fighters such as Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh, the latter of whom he met in Kanpur in 1924. He learned about the bomb making while working for Hindustan Socialist Republican Association (HSRA). Along with Bhagat Singh and Sukhdev Thapar, Dutt was tried in the Central Assembly bomb case and was sentenced in 1929 to life imprisonment by the Section Judge of Delhi under Section 307 of the Indian Penal Code and Section 4 of Explosive Substance Act. He was deported to Celebra Jail, Andaman and Nicobar Islands.
Namaste, all of you. Let me introduce our tetralingual formula. Tetralingual formula is an exclusive teaching strategy we adopted our school. Through this, our children are introduced to the world of four languages. They are English, Malayalam, Hindi, and Sanskrit. Along with this practice, the children are taught the additional things like parts of speech, meaning of the word, male and female, young one, group word, and a sentence also. Now, over to the words. മലയാളം ആന നാമപദം കാട്ടിൽ ജീവിക്കുന്ന മൃഗമാണ് ആന. സമൂഹനാമം ആനക്കൂട്ടം. പുല്ലിംഗപദം കൊമ്പനാന. സ്ത്രീലിംഗപദം പിടിയാന. കിടാവ് ആനക്കുട്ടി. വാക്യം കരയിലെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ജീവിയാണ് ആന. ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് എലിഫന്റ് ഇറ്റ്സ് എ നൗൺ. Elephant is a wild animal. Group word herd of elephant. Male bull, female cow, young one calf. Sentence the elephant is the biggest land animal. Hindi हाथी संज्ञापदम समूहवाचक संज्ञा हाथियों का झुंड. पुल्लिंग हाथी स्त्रीलिंग हाथिनी. बच्चा हाथी का बच्चा. वाक्य हाथी एक बड़ा जानवर है. संस्कृत गजः नामपदम सर्वे पशुषु गजः बुद्धिमान् अस्ति. गजः पुल्लिंगम. गजा स्त्रीलिंगम. गजानां समूहः. बालगजः. वाक्यं गजः एकः महान् पशुः अस्ति. Children, I hope all of you have listened to the presentation. Later, you have to practice well at home. Thank you. Namaste.
After that, now watch the mind-blowing performance of our child prodigies.
Today I am mention about the term English alphabet. The term English alphabet is correct, but the term English alphabet is wrong because it have only one set. Let's switch over to the first letter A. The A comes at the initial position. We pronounce it as A. Example, area agriculture. The A comes at the middle position. We pronounce it as A. Example, I have a car, I have a bike. B, C, D, demolish democracy. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, king, kill. L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, wind, water. X, Y, Z, zebra, zebra crossing. Namaste.
That is all for today. See you tomorrow. Namaste.